Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Kari's Confessions, a Nonprofit Exec Tells All. I'm Kari Anderson, your host and principal with Insight Consulting. My podcast explores the tools and strategies that help nonprofit leaders like yours grow their impact and build resilient organizations. As always, I'm here to share some hard-earned lessons and honest truths from life inside the nonprofit world. I spent 25 plus years in the nonprofit sector in leadership roles with 7 organizations. Now, I provide coaching and consulting services to ensure that nonprofits have the structure, systems, and processes to do your best work. Wherever I go, I continue to hear that nonprofit execs need a space to gather, to receive tools, feedback, and advice that encourages them to stay the course. It doesn't matter if you're in a village of 182 or a metropolis of millions. Nonprofit work is both gratifying and lonely. I'm here to make sure that you have a chance to breathe, laugh, smirk, and hopefully get excited again about the important work that you do. Today, we're diving into a topic that every leader can relate to: how to do more with less. You know that feeling when your budget, your to-do list, and your team's capacity just don't quite line up? Sounds a lot like 2025, right? Your mission hasn't shrunk, but your resources sure have. Here's the good news. Doing more with less isn't about burning out your team or doubling your hours. It's about working smarter through prioritization, planning, smart partnerships, and the right use of technology. So today, we're walking through 10 real-world strategies that can help you stretch your resources further and still deliver powerful impact. Let's start with the single most important skill in the Do More with Less toolkit: prioritization. When everything feels urgent, nothing actually is. Ask yourself, does this task directly advance our core mission? If your organization runs a literacy program, a grant proposal for reading materials, that's urgent. Redesigning your logo for the 3rd time this year? Probably not. Mission alignment is your secret weapon. It helps you say no to distractions and yes to what truly moves your mission forward. And that's the shift from busy to focused. That's how you start to feel in control again. Once your priorities are clear, you need a plan that turns those priorities into action. Planning isn't paperwork, it's peace of mind. Proactive planning means anticipating changes and allocating resources before problems arise. Reactive management is firefighting, exhausting, and expensive. Think of your plan as a roadmap. Without it, you're asking your team to build a house with no blueprints. When everyone knows their role, the timeline, and what success looks like, you save time, energy, and your sanity. The best plan in the world means nothing if no one understands it. Most organizations don't fail because of poor strategy. They fail because of poor communication. Open communication isn't about more meetings, it's about clarity. When people know where to find updates, who to ask questions, and how decisions are made, you eliminate confusion and duplication. And don't forget to involve your team early. When they help to design the solution, they're more committed to seeing it succeed. Remember, people protect what they help create. So let's talk dollars and cents, because being mission driven doesn't mean ignoring the math. Cost management is about intention, not austerity. Track your expenses closely. Look for underutilized software, duplicate subscriptions, or vendors whose prices crept up. Before approving any purchase, ask, does this support our mission? And always measure return on investment. If a $5,000 system saves 10 hours a week, well, that's worth it. But if a sponsorship brings little visibility, maybe not. Smart spending protects your mission. So you probably have more capacity than you think. You just might not be using it in the right places. Ask tough questions. Which meetings could become emails? Another favorite of mine: which emails actually don't need to be sent at all? Where are our best people spending their time? I once worked with an organization whose best communicator was stuck in data entry. Once they shifted her to donor engagement, results skyrocketed with zero added cost. Sometimes doing more with less is simply about putting your people where they'll shine. So you don't need to carry the weight alone. Volunteers can multiply your capacity when they're treated as true team members, not free labor. Match their skills to meaningful work. Train them, Thank them and trust them. And think beyond volunteers. Look for partnerships, true partnerships. I've seen small nonprofits team up to share a grant writer or combine professional development budgets. Suddenly, everyone wins. Partnerships turn scarcity into abundance. So I know we're all a little freaked, some more than others, about AI right now, but technology can actually be your silent teammate. You don't need a big IT budget, just smart choices. Use Asana or Trello to stay organized, Slack or Teams for communication, Canva for quick design, and automate wherever you can donor thank yous, email campaigns, social media posts. Every task you automate gives you back precious time from mission critical work. Automation doesn't replace people, it frees them up to do what only people can do. And remember, we are in the business of people, specifically in the business of relationships, and no AI can manage that. Systems can either speed up or slow you down. If your approval process needs 5 signatures for a $50 expense, people, it is time to simplify. I would also say it's time to redo your financial controls. Map your workflows and look for bottlenecks. Which steps actually add real value? Which ones exist because we've always done it that way? Even small process tweaks like replacing manual reporting with a shared database can help save hours every week. Simplify, standardize, and set your team up for free to focus on what matters. Your people are your greatest asset and your best path to sustainability. Building staff capacity doesn't require expensive training programs. Try short, targeted micro trainings. Many state nonprofit associations host webinars and trainings that are now between 10 and 15 minutes long. Pair new hires with mentors. Host peer to peer learning sessions. When one person gains new skills, the whole organization benefits. But people, they don't benefit if you're not requiring your team members to share what they've learned. Developing your existing team is the smartest, most cost effective way to do more with less. So here's the truth: you can't manage what you don't measure. Pick a few key metrics that reflect your mission. Maybe it's people served, funds raised, or program outcomes, and track them consistently. Share the results with your team so they can see progress in real time. Data just isn't for reports, it's for reflection. It helps you double down on what's working and stop doing what's not. Measurement turns guesswork into growth. So I had alluded to AI. I'm going to talk about it a little more now. It is one of the newest and most powerful ways to stretch your resources. Tools like ChatGPT can help nonprofits save hours on routine tasks, writing newsletters, creating social posts, drafting reports, even generating surveys. It's not about replacing people, it's about amplifying their capacity. AI can handle the repetitive work so your team can focus on, again, those building of relationships, solving problems, and making an impact. That's how technology becomes a true partner in mission delivery. Don't be scared of it. So here's where we land today. Doing more with less is possible when you prioritize, plan, communicate, collaborate, and innovate. Start small. Choose one workflow or system to improve. Maybe it's streamlining a meeting, trying a new project management tool, or automating a routine task. Each small win builds momentum. Your challenges aren't obstacles, they're invitations to innovate. By combining smart strategy with tools like AI, you're not just surviving tight budgets, you're building a model for others to follow. You've got this. If you found this episode helpful, share it with a colleague or board member. Make sure to follow me on your favorite streaming platforms, including YouTube, Apple, and Spotify. And for additional resources and tools, follow me on LinkedIn. You can also check out my website at insightconsultinggroup.com. Until next time, keep leading with purpose and keep making a difference. Have a great week.